taught the Molinete, but first we went over the basics of Tango. And so starting with posture, we want to make sure that our weight is mostly on our toes, and that our hips are over our toes, chest or our shoulders are over our hips, and our shoulders are back. So this is good Tango posture.
And our head is also level with the rim.
We don't want to be looking down because that doesn't look cool. And like you start making mistakes. All right. Then we talked about Tango walks, the 3 things we do to Tango fire walks. The first thing is we step forward with a completely extended leg. We also want to make sure that we pass through the center of our body and our axis. So we're taking steps directly in front of us, and our hips and thighs are brushing past each other as we take that step. Also, we want to make sure that our toes are always brushing the ground as we take our Tango steps.
And same thing for going backwards.
Yeah, basically same 3 things as going forward. Then we talked about Tango connection. And so we did the exercise, but the point of that is to emphasize the importance is, as a lead, that our arms and our chest are one unit and that we move them together. We don't just use our chest or just our arms, it's our upper body. And then we also talked about as a follow, not anticipating the lead's moves, and only following or moving when you actually feel the lead's move.
And then we did embrace.
Right.
Follows, you're going to lift up your left arm.
Leads, you can place your right arm in the follow shoulder blade.
And follows, you're going to drape your arm over theirs, trying to get as much contact between the arm as possible.
And then, switching around. And then leads, you're going to raise your arm to anywhere in this area height.
And follows, you're going to take that hand.
Yeah. This isn't a very, up and open kind of ballroom. This is a lot of really, really relaxed, but still having as much contact as possible. And then we went to the actual move of the day, the Molinete. Did some exercises, but it boils down to this pattern. Let's go this way. So leads, we're going to start with our weight on our right foot, follows weight on the left. You're going to take a forward cadencia step, open, and this pattern. You'll notice it's forward, side, back, side, forward. And then to exit on the forward step, as lead, we stop our movement. We don't continue. All the follow to turn around, rotate to the left, and step out. We can try that again from another angle. So we're going to go forward at this pattern. And you can do as many things as you want. Then in the end, you're going to stop, out, rotate. And then finally, at the very end, we introduced the Molinete going the opposite direction. Getting into it is very similar to the normal Molinete. Leads our weight is going to be on our left foot and follows is going to be on the right. Take a forward step, open to the left. The same pattern for the follows is forward, side, back, side, forward. And just one last thing about technique that we forgot to mention. You always want to make sure that your chests are parallel with each other. So as a follow, if I'm taking this forward step, I'm still rotating my chest towards the lead. And as lead, when we're doing the Molinete, we're standing very still, and we're going at the same rate as the fall.
You want to pay attention to your partner. Leads, if you go too fast, then your follow will not be able to keep up. And if you're farther apart from each other, it's important to remember that it takes the follow longer to get around. And also, when you're doing those steps, you want to make sure you collect your feet in between each step so that they're very clear, concise movements.
Right. That's all it's lesson.